Very good morning to students, teachers, and listeners who's listening to my presentation. My name is Alex. Now I'm going to talk about effective of motivational factors towards Malaysia. First of all, we'll proceed of knowing what are basics of motivational factors. Factor of motivational can be other elements such as strategies, incentives, recognition that increases worker motivation to perform their tasks at work. There are some factors that workers can implement to their job to increase their productivity and satisfaction. To understand a worker wants, it takes time to have a better grade within some specific group as each of them have a different thinking and personality. For example, bonus salary will increase workers' motivation and they will have a better performance at work. So the country I've selected is Malaysia. Malaysia is a developing country that is located as Southeast Asia, with the most recent development of Malaysia. They have been searching ways to motivate the workers to conduct a better workforce in serving service industry. The table of content. So you'll be understanding what I'm going to present later on. So first I have presented introduction and literature review, which I haven't said yet, methods, discussion of results, conclusion and recommendation, and lastly and not the least, referees and appendix. Moving on to the next slide. Introduction and literature review. Justification of study. This study is to design to have a better understanding of motivational factors which will influence job performance of Malaysia workers. So we'll be understanding what Malaysia worker wants and what would they actually giving back the feedback of what they actually needed. So there'll be a words of saying motivational, which what is the meaning of motivational? So motivational comes from a Latin word from mover, which means to move. So there was once a guy, Herzberg, in 1986, said that giving opportunity to the employees enhances through internal promotions to act as a motivator related to work. Not only that, Salmon and is one of Salmon and is and Willie found that promotion and advancement opportunity could be an important element that motivates employee. Moving on to the next slide. Motivational factor. So there are several motivational factors that can actually motivate the workers. Salary, promotion, job security, freedom, working environment, and training will go down by one. Salary, a fixed amount of money or promotion paid to an employee by an employee in return to work for work performed. Promotion. Promotion refers to the upwards movement of an employee from one job to another, however, with increasing in salary, status, and responsibilities. Job security. The fact of someone is likely to be able to stay in a job for as they want to. Freedom. Your ability is to make choices in your workplace. Working environment. The setting, social features, and physical condition which makes you do a which helps you to perform your job. Training. It's a practical approach to acquiring to the new independence which is needed for their job assess a task. So these are the some several meanings of what is listed on both the slide. So moving on to the next slide. Methods of searching ways to gain data from every Malaysian workers. So I find some two ways. First I'll go with the first method, research design. This is essential to correlation research that applies quantitative approach and uses a survey method to collect data. So it's similar like we could get a pie chart or the bar chart to show that what Malaysian worker needed in their workforce. The research instrument used in this study is structured questionnaire. So another second method I have used in this data analysis is sampling and population. An online questionnaire was posted in the social media and we have got 50 responses from each Malaysian worker. That is some incredible thing, you know. So moving on to the next slide. So I have got a result of everyone who actually participate in this questionnaire. So will be showing this appendix A, factor that motivates Malaysian workers. So whereas we'll go on with each of them what they actually want. So this salary, 10%. Working environment, 10% also. Job security, 14%. Freedom, 16%. And training, 24%. And the highest promotion, 26%. So conclusion. This data is to aim the employer to examine the relationship between the motivational factor, salary, job security, promotion, freedom, friendly environment, and training. This is to enhance the Malaysian workforce for the future. These two motivation factors, they are these two motivational factors, they are training and promotion, were found to be significant predictors of job performance, contributing 50% of job performance. So the human resource management should start considering providing training to each independent. Furthermore, promoting employees can also increase the rate of employees' motivation. This will hugely boost the economic workforce in Malaysia with the recommendation that I provide. So not only that, I believe that in my very own opinion, I believe that working in this kind of situation, in this workforce, promoting is actually important for every independent in this economy right now in this society. So giving them a higher role gives them a higher responsibility and higher frame for what they actually do in their work, so they get more motivated. Moving on to the next slide. Moving on to the next slide, reference. This is a reference I have found in the social media where they taught how to where you taught how Malaysian motor workers be motivated and how teaches you how to be motivated in your business. So I believe these all journals and these all articles will actually help you in the future. Lastly, but not the least, this is Appendix A, and very thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you actually understand what I'm talking about. If there's any question, you can send me the private message. I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you very much.